So the future, can we foresee Brighter Shade Records coming?
I think so.
Nice.
I'm up. I'm up against a few different ideas right now, and one of them is not all the songs that I write are suitable for bluegrass. So there's going to have to be another outlet there somewhere. But I don't want to confuse the world too much to where they don't take me seriously.
Yeah.
So it's tricky there. I think if we do a Brighter Shade right now, I'm kind of thinking that I won't call it, I won't call it John Driskell Hopkins and Brighter Shade. I think I'll call it Brighter Shade.
No, I'm speaking of a record company. Do you?
Oh,
Would you ever want to have your own label?
For all intents and purposes, for the couple thousand records that I'm likely to sell, my Brighter Shade.
He's being modest.
Moniker. No, it's realistic. My Brighter Shade company will serve as that label for sure. I don't see any reason to sign anyone. I can't offer them anything.
Yeah, gotcha.
Right now it's more of a labor of love for me, and a way for me to take care of that kind of thing. And when I partner with Balsam Range, I also have to take into account Homegrown Records as their label.
Okay.
And whenever I have somebody like Tony Trischka or Joey and Rory or anybody like that, I have to take into account who their label is.
Okay, gotcha.
And my attorney will work with them, and so it's become these partnerships and these licensing agreements and things that I'm learning more and more about.
Yeah,
so from that perspective,
it
is very confusing. I'm getting better at understanding how that all works. Hopefully next time I won't spend so much money learning how that all works.
You pretty much have to pay their licensing,
a couple times.
In order to have them appear on your...
No. That's not how we do that. And I'm like,
yeah.
I'll just play.
Yeah.
So I'm learning to be more savvy with that, and I think that just allows us all to be freer.
Yeah.
So if we can have more artistic freedom and more personal freedom with each other, then we're all better off for it. And there are a lot of companies to deal with.
Yeah.
And everybody has to know that your intentions are pure and that you're out here to make music.
Well, my last question for you. Obviously, we're sitting in your studio, so you do some producing and engineering and stuff like that. Will you produce anybody, or do you have to feel something?
Well, back in the day, I would produce anybody because I always felt like I had something to offer to improve, even if they were, a really exceptional artist. I felt like I could bring something to the table, and even if they were just starting out and they needed a lot more help, then my education, my love for that was also good that way. I could kind of nurture and help with that. Now it's just time frame.
Yeah.
So I have to kind of pick the ones that affect me artistically, which is it's more rewarding for me that way. But I also take on, I just took on a friend who might as well be a brother, and it's once every couple months where he'll come in. So it's not a real time commitment.
Yeah.
But known him all my life, and that kind of thing I'll still do. But right now I'm working with the Best Brothers Band, and they're out of Fayetteville.
Okay.
Very talented pair of brothers, and a couple other guys in the band that really do a great job. And we've been working on a record for them that looks like it will be a full length. So
is it bluegrass?
No, it's rock. I mean,
really?
it's rock, singer songwriter, Americana-ish. It's not as gritty as you might think of Americana being. It's got some piano in it.
Oh man,
it's pretty.
So coming off that whole Avett Brothers thing, I mean, they might be in the right spot.
You never know.
Yeah.
And so going back to the Brighter Shade label, I don't have a label to offer them.
Yeah.
But I can kind of push it around and get people excited about it and see how how they might react to it. So then it's up to them to continue to push it. But
well, I would disagree. I would say you do have something to offer. I think your name has clout. I think where you
Well,
are in the industry right now has clout.
I guess what I mean is I don't have any. I'm not going to take them on as a. I'm not going to hire.
Oh, like
them.
here's my first artist.
Yeah, here's my
everything.
label.
Yeah.
You know, be on my record because I don't have anything to give them.
Okay,
like, in
I
terms
see.
of support.
That's right.
You know,
That's
touring
right.
support, things that people depend on labels for.
Yeah.
Most of us can provide for ourselves. You know,
Absolutely.
who's got a van? Let's
There
go
you
do
go.
that. You know,
Absolutely.
like back in the day, the label did everything, but now it's a matter of putting your music into the radio and into retail, and a lot of that you can do on your own or with the help of a few hires here and there, and you just have to have a little cash to back it up, and then you have to be smart about it. So. Getting smart about it is my biggest challenge because I'm so stupid about it that I'm trying really hard to get to where I can understand what's going on.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I tell you what, myself, Mesher Music Group team, Daniel Parrish here, we have absolutely enjoyed it.
Thank you so
and
much.
I want you to know that I absolutely took this seriously, and when I say that I love the record, I absolutely do.
Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that, man.
It's awesome.
I mean, I can tell you listened to it and you've
Yeah.
done some research on it. I appreciate the time spent on it.
No worries.
Really, really helped. Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
Yes, sir.